Humanity on the brink of collapse, the planet's resources are running out, wars never cease, and the climate is on the verge of devastation. In this apocalyptic scenario, an angel descends to Earth. But this is no ordinary angel. This angel comes with a mission to save us. But what happens when humans, instead of seeing this celestial being as a blessing, view it as a tool for their own benefit? Welcome to the story of the Angel Engine, a disturbing narrative about how, instead of helping humanity, an angel ends up being exploited, manipulated, and transformed into an energy machine for the benefit of a few. This is the story of how an angel, created to heal the world, becomes a victim of human greed. It all begins with a series of videos posted on TikTok by the user The Unearthly Hub, where we are introduced to a strange humanoid creature that poses the most unsettling question.
How to cage an angel?
As the story unfolds, we discover that in order for an angel to descend to Earth, the planet must be on the verge of extinction. The rules are clear. The first step is to exhaust the planet's resources. Humanity must bring the world to chaos, which means exterminating all forms of wildlife, allowing species to fall into disorder. Only when the planet is on the brink of annihilation will the angel appear. However, the arrival of this angel is not seen as salvation. Instead of being welcomed with gratitude, humans, desperate for any solution, decide to exploit the angel. What initially seems like a miracle, the opportunity to restore life, stop wars, and cure diseases, soon becomes a nightmare of greed and abuse. As humans realize its incredible power, they begin capturing it, imprisoning it, turning it into an inexhaustible energy source. What follows is a series of abuses and exploitation that strip the angel of its vital power, extracting miracles without any consideration for its suffering. This raises one of the most unsettling questions. How far are we willing to exploit the power of something or someone if it means gaining short-term benefits? This story shows how, in our fight for survival, we sometimes fail to recognize the true value of what is before us. The angel, in its goodness, only seeks to save, but humanity, blinded by power, uses it to stay afloat, not realizing that by doing so, they are condemning themselves. The angel, however, does not give up. Although trapped and exploited, it continues sending messages. Throughout the videos, we see how the angel, weakened and in a desperate situation, keeps warning humans.
Do not let him in.
Do not be deceived.
He is not your friend.
Do not trust the Deceiver, it says, referring to a new threat, a mysterious and malevolent being that does not intend to save, but to destroy. This being, the Deceiver, is revealed as an entity with the ability to manipulate the human mind. Although it appears as a celestial figure, its presence is a far greater threat than that of the angel. The angel also reveals the steps to find and free it. Step 1, journey to the Holy Land. Step 2, search the desolate terrain for the great thorns. Step 3, step into the burial site. Step 4,
look upon me, look upon me, look upon me. Release me, your wage will be plentiful.
This process is essential to liberating the angel, who has been bound in a machine for far too long, drained of its power. The figure of the Deceiver is a terrifying symbol of how power can be manipulated. Meanwhile, amidst the growing chaos and the increasing desperation of humanity, a call goes out. The scientists, seeing the success of the angel's miracles, begin asking people to register as volunteers. This registration is portrayed as a chance for humanity to gain salvation, to be part of the new era of miracles the angel's power could create.
All you have to do is head on over to angelengineinitiative.org and sign up to become a volunteer.
Thank you, Dr. Ernstman. I'll go sign up right away.
No problem, kiddo. Go make our country proud.
But in reality, this salvation is nothing more than another form of exploitation. Those who volunteer, far from helping the world, become part of the cycle that continues to feed the machine, turning the divine into just another tool.
Well, and there goes another test subject. Well, what can you do?
While the angel seeks our salvation, the Deceiver is a warning. Not everything that seems divine truly is. Throughout the story, the angel asks us not to be deceived by its appearance, not to follow the easy path it offers, as that will only lead to disaster. In an interesting twist, we discover that the Deceiver has the ability to control those around it, sowing chaos and confusion to fulfill its own ends.
I am standing before you on this day as a man, a husband, a father, as your president, but most importantly, as we speak, our enemies are readying their nuclear arsenal.
On the other hand, the scientists, aware of the energy emanating from the Angel engine, continue exploiting it, ignoring the warnings. The possibility of using the Angel's infinite energy to solve global problems is tempting. With every miracle the Angel grants, energy for the whole planet, cures for diseases, restoration of ecosystems, humanity seems to be on the brink of a new era. But the more the Angel is exploited, the more it deteriorates, and what once seemed like salvation becomes a curse. This ethical dilemma about the use of divine power becomes the cornerstone of the story. What is clear is that humanity is trapped between a rock and a hard place. Should they continue using the Angel as an energy source, or should they free it to allow it to fulfill its true purpose? The creation of the Angel engine symbolizes this conflict. On one side, there is the immediate benefit of its power, but on the other, there is the human cost. The Angel is suffering. The question of whether humans have the right to exploit the divine for their own good is at the heart of this reflection. As the story progresses, the videos show us that the Angel engine is located in a desolate place, the Second Tower of Babel, a facility in the desert where scientists experiment with the Angel's energy. This complex is where technology and divinity intertwine, where the limits of human creation are tested. Here, they are attempting to do something never done before: create artificial miracles. What if humanity could replicate the divine? What would happen if we had the power to perform miracles, to change the world as we see fit? But this power comes at a price, and that price is the life of the Angel. Meanwhile, as the exploitation of the Angel continues, a growing movement demands that the Angel be granted human rights.
Millions of people have flocked online to voice their concern and disapproval, as reports suggest an actual sentient angel had been trapped inside the machine.
But will the world listen? Is the Angel truly an entity worthy of these rights, or is it just another tool to be used by humanity? In a final twist, we learn that the Angel, despite being trapped in the present, has the ability to travel through time. With this power, it manages to send us a message from the future, warning us about what is to come.
Listen to me. You are in great danger. He is not I. You do not possess the means to restrain him. He will break free. He will destroy you. Do not let him in.
The Deceiver is not just a threat of the present, but has the power to change the course of history. The Angel, though exhausted and on the brink of death, sacrifices itself one last time to guide us toward a different path. It gives us a chance to change our destiny, to not fall into the hands of the Deceiver. The exploitation of the divine reflects our own human nature, where power comes at a price. In our struggle to survive, we risk losing our humanity. The Angel engine symbolizes how we often exploit what we don't understand, driven by greed and desperation. The Angel, meant to save us, becomes a victim of this, raising the question: if we had the power to perform miracles, would we use it for good or personal gain? The story of the Angel engine is more than a horror story. It is a lesson about human nature, about how our desire for power can lead us to do things we never imagined. And while the story seems to end with the release of the Angel, it leaves us with one final question. Are we really ready to handle the power that comes with the divine, or will we fall into the same mistake as the humans in this story? If you liked this analysis and want us to continue developing this story, let me know in the comments. Do you think that humans, at some point, would stop exploiting the divine, or would they fall into the temptation of using it to their advantage? Share your theories, concerns, and comments with me. See you in the next video.